Hello friends! Today we're going to talk about one of the most advanced submarines in the world, the Virginia-class Block III of the U.S. Navy. These submarines are often described in just 4 words: cheaper, better, more lethal. But what exactly makes them special? Why did the U.S. decide to build them? And how do they compare to other submarines like Russia's or China's? In this video, I'll break down the story of the Virginia-class submarines, from their design to their secret strengths, in a simple way that anyone can understand. Let's start with the background. For decades, America relied on the Los Angeles-class nuclear submarines. These were built during the Cold War and served well, but by the early 2000s they were getting old. At the same time, the U.S. also had the Seawolf class, which was extremely powerful but also extremely expensive, around $3 billion per boat. The Navy realized it could not afford to build a large fleet of Seawolf submarines, so the U.S. needed a solution, a submarine that was affordable like the Los Angeles class, but also modern and advanced like the Seawolf class. That's where the Virginia class was born. The Virginia-class submarines were first introduced in 2004. But what we are focusing on today is Block III, which represents a major upgrade. So what changed in Block III? In simple terms, the designers asked, how can we make this submarine cheaper to build but also more effective in combat? And the answer came in 4 words: cheaper, better, more lethal. Cheaper, because Block III was designed with 20% fewer parts than earlier versions. This reduced cost and also made construction faster. Better, because new sonar systems and sensors were added, giving the submarine improved awareness underwater. More lethal, because its weapons layout was redesigned for maximum firepower. One of the most important changes in Block III was in its bow, or the front section of the submarine. Traditionally, U.S. subs had 12 individual vertical launch tubes for Tomahawk cruise missiles. But Block III replaced them with just 2 large-diameter Virginia payload tubes. Why? Because each of these new tubes can carry 6 missiles each. That means the sub still carries 12 Tomahawk missiles, but with a simpler and more flexible design. This change was actually inspired by the design of the Ohio-class guided missile submarines. Apart from Tomahawks, the Virginia-class can also fire advanced torpedoes and even deploy underwater drones in the future. This makes it a true multi-mission platform, not just a war machine but also a tool for intelligence gathering and surveillance. Now let's talk about the submarine's ability to remain hidden. Because, honestly, stealth is everything in underwater warfare. The Block III introduced a large aperture bow sonar system, which replaced the old sonar sphere. This new sonar is not just cheaper, but also more effective at detecting enemy submarines and ships. On top of that, the Virginia-class uses advanced quieting technology, things like special coatings, improved propulsors, and noise reduction systems, making it extremely hard to detect. In simple words, if you're an enemy ship, by the time you realize a Virginia-class submarine is nearby, it's already too late. The Virginia-class isn't just about traditional submarine warfare. It's actually designed to carry out multiple missions. Launching precision strikes on land with Tomahawks, hunting enemy submarines and ships, gathering intelligence close to enemy shores, and supporting special forces like Navy SEALs. Block III was built with modularity in mind, meaning it can be adapted for future weapons. For example, later versions may even carry hypersonic missiles. This flexibility ensures that the Virginia-class remains useful for decades, even as technology changes. Now you might ask, why does all this matter? Because submarines are at the heart of naval power. The United States is not just competing with Russia, but also with China, which is rapidly building its own modern submarines. Russia still operates the fearsome Yasen-class submarines, and China is expanding its nuclear submarine fleet in the Pacific. In this environment, the United States needs a strong, modern, and cost-effective submarine force. The Virginia-class, especially from Block III onwards, gives the United States that advantage. It strikes the balance between quality, quantity, and cost. That's why today, the Virginia-class forms the backbone of the American submarine fleet. So friends, to sum it up, the Virginia-class Block III submarine can be described in 4 words: cheaper, better, more lethal. It was designed to replace old submarines, remain affordable, and still dominate underwater battles. It's not just a weapon of war but also a symbol of how smart design and strategic planning can shape military power for decades. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such explainers. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.